Welcome to the Kyber Show. I'm Ken, and we're in episode 24 in the last week of 3v3. This is actually a pretty cool week. There was a number of interesting fights, much better than the last couple of weeks with all the auto deploys. So today we're going to look at 3 different, very uncommon and unexpected, I think, victories. Let's take a look. This is not a common fight, and you should not attempt it unless you can move first. In this case, Arc actually goes before Rex, which is a setup from before during the Darth Revan days, I think. Passes turn meter to Rex there, and Rex did land the turn meter removal from his basic, which is very key, since was able to keep attacking again and take down Finn. Resistance 0 Finn, so it's basically a cleanup. I'm guessing this Rex has a potency cross, because normally there's only like a 50% chance, or less than like 30% chance that turn meter reduction will land from Rex, because Resistance 0 Finn actually has a decent amount of base potency compared to Rex. Now it looks like trying to recover to 54 banners, and not quite, but uncommon. Make sure you go first if you try this. Very, very nice win. I have never seen this fight before, and I like it. A lot is going to depend on the opening move by Wampa, I think, and whether he is able to daze anybody. Let's see. Oh, on C-3PO, okay. It's pretty good. Will certainly help with the assists and the exposes. Technically, this should work pretty well. I would imagine by the time you are able to get to Rex's aerial advantage, that he should survive long enough. Another nice thing with Wampa is that with the lack of debuffs active on the enemy and all the debuffs on him, not so much. Oh, there's the aerial advantage and taking out CLS, perfect. But Wampa's basic can't be evaded and does more damage against rebels. So, very smooth. I think might have been a little more iffy if the daze had not landed on Wampa, but a 1 out of 3 chance, the daze on any of them, I think would have made the fight work. Great counter, not great banners, but very nice fight against a very difficult team. Cool. Alright, in this fight, when I started to watch it the first time, I was 97% positive that it was going to be a failure. Mostly because of Scavenger Ray. You can actually beat Ray with Vader in these setups, but usually you need 2 tank characters there. Otherwise, when Ray goes into her ult, assuming she's not offense modded, or even if she is offense modded, depending on your own health and protection pools, especially with Watt, he can usually eat up quite a bit. You can survive it, but Scavenger Ray puts out a lot of damage. So weapon tech went on Vader. Oh yeah, there she goes. The health tech on Thrawn, which is 5% every time the unit takes a turn. Look at how much damage she's putting out. It's crazy. He's almost down to just health. But having Watt there for the regeneration certainly helps. And now it helps a lot that, okay, so he took out Holdo first. If Holdo is there not tanking, she'll give some crit avoidance. So oftentimes you'll see people go directly for Rey when Holdo is there, and try and kill her before her ult sometimes. Oh, look at that dodge. I think that might have decided the fight. If she had hit with her special Scavenger Ray, yep, Thrawn would have been dead. That is it's a lucky dodge. Very fortunate. Admiral's command back over to Vader. He goes into Merciless, does 1 Force Crush, and now a Culling Blade with 15 debuffs on Rey and no crit avoidance. Beautiful. What a great fight. It really all came down to that very fortunate dodge by Thrawn right before Rey went into her ultimate. Otherwise, I'm rather certain that Thrawn would have died. which wouldn't have allowed him to do a TM swap with Vader right after the ultimate. And that might have been the end, not necessarily for sure, but very likely would have been the end of the fight. This is an awesome match though. I think the mistake that most people make is not going for Holdo first of all, because then you have a much less chance to land your Culling Blow crit on Rey. Very well done. Awesome 54-point win. Thank you for watching another episode and another season of the show. Next season is 5v5 in ships. I'm sure many people are happy to have that game mode back. Though I know there's still a number of people who enjoy the creativity of 3v3s. Should be an interesting 5v5 season. There are more and more people now unlocking their second, or sometimes first, but usually second or third GL now. And the armor is also very interesting, especially in 5v5. You don't need her at more than 3 or 4 stars in order to use her as a counter to the SLK teams with JKL and JKR, and also to use with Sith Eternal Emperor instead of Wat, which frees up Wat to be used someplace else. So really, it's an interesting meta in going into the 5v5s. So good luck in your first week, and I'll talk to you guys in a couple of weeks. Cheers.